Welcome back. Ooh. Choices. Ooh, there's definite ends on these ones. Where's that one going anyway? Oh, that's why can I not remember the name of it? I can see in the background. We went there. That was in Daybreak 2. We went there, wasn't it? So where's that? Oh, there's only one place I could think of that would look like a crater. And they're still in Ankerville. Oh, but Elaine's there. And Yorda. Who's the question mark, I wonder? Yeah. But we're going to be going to Rean's route. We'll just go down the list, even though that's before? I feel like because this starts here, it's like I'm going to do that one. So where the heavens turn. Plus, I've been doing Van quite a bit recently, so it's like where the heavens turn, Rean route 3. And I'm assuming that's going to be the end of Rean's route, and that's going to be the end of Kevin's route. So, yeah. Where the heavens turn. Let's see what's going on with you guys after you learnt of the canopy. The firmament. 6:05 p.m.
Whoa! Is that Longlai Poo-Boo?
It is!
Oh, incredible. It's easy to see why it's one of the 100 wonders of the Republic.
Remember, everyone, we'll only be here for 20 minutes.
We will be returning to Longlai before 7 p.m., so make sure you're ready to go.
Hey, is the launch happening over this direction?
This wouldn't be a good place to watch it from. You wouldn't be able to really see it.
Yeah, from Zeku's space base, right? It's really close to Longlai, isn't it? Well, I wouldn't say it's close exactly. It's quite deep into the mountain range. Especially since we're in the foothills now. From here, the shortest route would be the Southeast Mountain Pass.
Then, can you take us there tomorrow?
Really? Maybe they're busy.
Me too! I want to see the rocket from up close! That might be difficult.
Sorry, folks, but no can do. The mountain path has been closed by the authorities. And seeing as there are also quite a few monsters about, I'm afraid you'll have to give up on the idea.
Bummer.
If it's a government lockdown, then it's probably for our own safety. Still...
Don't worry, everyone. You'll be able to see the rocket launch very clearly from the streets of Longlai.
We got screens everywhere.
I've even seen both of the previous launches myself, with my own 2 eyes.
You have?
Tell us, where can we get the best views?
When we return, you can hire me to take you to all the secret spots.
You sure are a keen businessman. Gotta say, I'm glad this town's got a good view of the launch. It'll make it easier for us bracers to keep everyone safe.
Where's Rean's group? Are they nearby though? They're in the trees! Oh, not far off actually.
All right, everyone in one piece? Hard to believe that little detour cost us the whole day.
See you around, everyone!
It's up to you guys now. Do me a favor and see it through to the end.
I forgot I had you in that costume.
If the need arises, you can still contact us through the garden. May the goddess protect you.
And may Arusha guide you. Stay safe, Fee, everyone.
Later, Crow, Rean. You gents and I will have to do lunch and talk movies sometime.
Where are you guys headed though?
All right, it's a deal.
Just trying to think, like, we're on the Act Select screen where And it shows you what party members you have. I'm not trying to remember which ones had what question marks. Like maybe some of those are going to appear over there.
Heh, looking forward to it. You two stay safe till then, you hear?
Right. From the look of it, you're headed to a pretty harsh place.
They're heading for Kevin's route, aren't they?
Please be careful, everyone. We'll do what we can to support everyone in the garden, too. Oh, Mint! Please give everyone back at Thor's an update for us. Yep, sure will.
Off they pop.
Seems like tomorrow's gonna be a big day for them, too.
The Dominions, the Elsheim crew, almost seems like everyone in that group has their own agenda. Heck, Heiyue too. Though I guess they're all trying to get ahead of the presidential office. They've got that in common at least.
Yeah, the same could be said of Arkwright and Kevin's groups.
You two? We'd be more than happy to join in on your serious conversation. But in these circumstances, it's really hard for us to concentrate.
Yeah, where exactly are you? Ow.
Sorry. I wouldn't have been able to carry you in the soldat's hands safely.
It's fine. It was an emergency. Though, now that I think of it, I could have just ridden on Clown Soleus.
Is it really as fast as these, though?
Guess we better hurry and let you gals out of here, huh?
Hey! Come on, Crow. At least act a little embarrassed.
Oh dear, oh dear. Where the heavens turn.
We'll be lucky if we're not discovered until morning.
We'll probably be fine. I'm sure the CID and Republican Army have their hands full.
Yes, I'm sure they do.
Had we flown straight toward the space base, we'd probably have been discovered and captured immediately. Yep, though it doesn't look like there's any surveillance.
I've been feeling on edge since yesterday. Why don't we hurry over to Longlai early so we can take a load off? Probably gonna be pretty packed. You did make the arrangements with them, right?
Yeah, but so last minute I felt bad for springing it on them out of the blue.
If I recall correctly, you and your family came here for a trip early last year, right? Oh, Rean! Doesn't your family's Phoenix Wings Inn have a connection with the place here in Calvard?
That's right. It's the most famous hot springs inn in Longlai, Heki Zanro.
Hot spring, that word.
By that night, it had been a day since we'd left Basel aboard Elsheim's airship, the Horvatat. While doing our best to avoid the surveillance of the Republican Army and the CID, we got in touch with our various allies. Because long-distance communications were jammed, we had our contact exchange info with Elsheim, Heiyue, and even a reporter from the Tyrell Times.
This is the first time we've seen inside it. I can't remember seeing inside it before. It looks like it's, like the walls are fabric. Like they've got some kind of carpeting or, what's the right word? Because it's not carpet, but it's low, I don't remember the term now. Like when a rug. It's got this very thin rug. What's it called? And they told us that a spy planted in Zect Arms, company under the Society's umbrella, has discovered a shocking truth. Professor Latoya Hamilton, known as one of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples and a person of integrity, had utilized white orbits known as altar cores, both at the Basel Observatory and the Tower Ruins in Tharbad. And there she used them to construct systems designed to deceive not only the Republic, but also the world at large. And although we don't know the intricacies of how these systems work, based on all we'd heard and discovered, it sounded like they were causing widespread interference or camouflaging regarding space and time. Incidentally, tomorrow, July 12th, will also be the day of the first manned rocket launch in history. And recently, Professor Hamilton was secretly placed on the nation's most wanted list, suggesting she's a threat to the space program somehow. Moreover, other factions have stepped into the fray. This includes the Society, with the Angui and Enforcers making moves all over the continent. It seemed like they were moving forward with their leader's eternal recurrence plan, the third phase of their grand scheme. As for the church, the end goal of Father Kevin, who had been working with us in the garden, had finally become clear. He's known as the Heretic Hunter. But it's not my place to question the morality of his ruthless mission. That doesn't mean I have to agree with it. There seemed to be dissent within the church, seeing as 2 dominions are working together with our same just as their group's plan is entering its climax. Furthermore, we also received information that a mysterious group called the Vestiges is operating in the capital at a northern stopover city. Unfortunately, since we were under intense scrutiny and were already spread too thin, we had to leave them to Arkwright Solutions.
The time came for us to part ways with Elsheim and the Dominions so that they could fulfill their own role. They were headed to the site of a certain tragedy in order to uncover Professor Hamilton's true intentions before judgment was passed on her.
Yeah, there we go. That is definitely cray.
For our part, we went to look into the operation we knew as Project Startaker. We made our way to Longlai to get a good view of the space program, which we believed to be related to what Crow and I saw. To the south rose the Ishgal Mountains, which hid the huge basin known as Konlon. That is where the military built their space base, sealed off by Ikaruga for the past 2 years. I was convinced it was there that I would find the land where the heavens turn, as described by my master, Yun Kafai.
Assuming he's going to turn up as well. As is tradition. Ooh, I'm hungry now. Haven't had dinner yet. It's pork for me today. Do like pork. Bit of sage. Lovely. Wait, do I have potatoes to make mash? Yes. It's the name of the game, everyone. It's a new day, everyone. Launch day. July 12th, 7:03 a.m. 6-4, game.
I've got a message from our teacher. I'll be waiting for you come the promised day, in the land where the heavens turn.
2 squadrons.
According to my intel, they'll be patrolling the mountain range until noon.
Was that the 2nd Air Force Squadron? Seems they're not the only unit on the lookout.
Oh, it's only 1 squad, okay.
Yeah, they're calling it a flight exercise so that everyone will stay calm.
But it's pretty obvious they're not just up there for training. We're not the only ones having doubts.
I'd say the fact that people are only having doubts as opposed to outright panic just goes to show how impressive the CID really is. I suppose we can credit their division chief for that. Or perhaps it's Kincaid's skill at work.
No denying that. Though I do wonder why they've left us to our own devices.
Been a while since I've seen your morning ritual, but it's still a sight to behold.
You're right. It looks really intense at first, but halfway through, it becomes more loose and relaxed. I've seen it a few times before, but it felt a little different today.
Actually.
Huh. Thinking about your fellow disciple? Or maybe you've sensed a certain someone else?
Yeah, another presence. One I couldn't feel at all last night. Maybe he stopped by to join me in my morning practice.
Alright, he's definitely here now then. As is tradition with Fee, nodding off. Oh, getting hungry.
Man, this porridge is delish. Just what I need to get me going this morning.
You really drank your fill last night, didn't you, Crow?
Slurp.
So good! You know, if you dip the fried bread into the soup before you eat it, it'll be full of juicy flavor.
Juicy flavor?
These black sides are what you call pidan, right? Century eggs? I'd always wondered how they taste. Their rich and bitter flavor is actually quite addictive.
This danbing tastes so good. It's like an egg crepe. Crispy on the outside and chewy on the inside.
Ooh.
It's a bit different from the traditional meal we had last night. Sounds like this is a standard breakfast here in Longlai. And you're right about the porridge. Its rich, nutritious broth reminds me of what my master used to make for me when I was training.
Didn't he come to Ymir to train you every year since you were 10?
You haven't seen him in 6 years, right? Since before you enrolled in Thor's.
That's right. I wasn't even able to meet him during the Civil War or the Battle of Jormungand. It's just been letters and messages, even if there were several times when I nearly ran into him, apparently. Though, I get the feeling he's been watching over me this whole time.
Be funny if the camera cut to above him. He's just there in the rafters, being like, oh, he knows I'm here.
My struggles with my ogre power, all the trials I've had to overcome, including my match against the other me. I have no doubt he's believed in me all along. Believed that I would persevere. I guess I'm just grateful to him.
Rean. Sounds like he's the man who made you who you are today.
He sure is. And soon he'll finally get to see the fruits of all my labor.
The time is nigh.
Time's come.
The 8 leaves must come together as one, and cut a path to the land where the heavens turn. It is after your fateful clash with the Black God that you will find your true blade.
I'm sure he has a goal of his own that he's been working toward in the shadows. Something related to the space program.
Ikaruga, the Jaeger Corps known as the strongest in all of East Sumeria. To think this man was the chieftain of such a group.
It seems that once he passed the clan on to the next generation, he decided to train those in West Sumeria in the way of the Divine Blade. Judging by how your sister disciple turned out, he's not just any old man.
Yeah. I heard he helped Arkwright's group yesterday in Inkerville. But He wasn't just there to help them. Apparently, he was tracking down an important lead.
That's all well and good, but let's not forget that it's Ikaruga blocking all the roads to the space base. Taking our mechs will only get the military on our asses. So, what are you thinking we should do?
The rocket takes off at 1 p.m. We need to somehow traverse the mountains so we can see it launch up close. Plus, we need to find out the true purpose of the Excalibur, now that we've inadvertently helped them with the finishing touches.
Again, I'm feeling it's to fight something that's up there. Some kind of great one.
And we need to get to the bottom of what it was Crow and I saw at the observatory.
Boy, our to-do list just keeps piling up.
Yep.
Just remember that even if we get to see the launch up close, it doesn't mean it'll give us any answers.
But if Rean's unclouded eye is compelling him, then I think we should go. After all, that's the same thing that eventually led us to facing the other Rean and finding out the truth in the Retributive Tower. I agree. We should be prepared, though. Things might end up even worse than back then. The fate of Zemuria is at stake. You could say, our world is coming to a crossroads.
Or nothing might end up happening, and then it's all good, yeah?
Oh yeah, everything will be fine. We don't need to worry at all.
A spectacular show like this isn't something you want to experience secondhand. The whole world's watching.
Imagine if that's what just happened. Like, as the rocket launched! There you go. That was it. What? Like, what? Do you guys think we were doing something else? No. Just checking out on the desert and stuff like that. The end. Like, oh.
You're right about that.
We don't have much time, but still like to take a look around Longlai this morning. Got to do the rounds. We'll need to find a way past the local authorities, seeing as they've blocked off access to the mountain pass. I asked some of my contacts to spread word. There's Spliggans here, so there might be some 4SPGs on the board. I also talked with the guild branch here, and it might be good to drop by and see what info they can give us. That reminds me, Toa. You mentioned there was an important contact that we may be able to speak with? Bet she meant a certain sly old raccoon we met on the Pantagruel before he hung up his boots. Right, I did mention that, didn't I? I'll try and see if we can set up a meeting with him. Though keep in mind, the Republic always provides a CID bodyguard to people of his former station. Yeah, I could see how that might present a problem. Guess we'll just have to wait and see if he replies. Yep. I think they'll get in touch with us sometime this morning. Well, sounds like we got some time to kill. Who's up for taking a little stroll around town? Or better yet, we could see if anyone's playing Mahjong and join in. We didn't come here to fool around, Crow. I suppose it's not a bad idea to restock our supplies while we're in town. Incidentally, we've encountered some difficulties with unlocking the 8th domain in the garden. It seems there are things at a critical juncture over there as well. Maybe some time before we can make it accessible. Got it. Then we'll just focus on what we need to do here. Okay then. Let's move out, guys. Receive Munkatai for Rean and Copley! Well, the game crashed at that point. It's interesting to see the intro at this point. Just see what's going on, who's looking away, who's looking towards, and all that type of stuff. Very interesting. Anyway, let's get back to where we should be. Right, there we go. That's where it crashed. I turned the camera and it was like, poof! I'm like, what? What happened? Oh dear. Right, so, we want to run. Why are we Fee anyway? I have no idea. We got a blue marker here. We'll start with that one. I don't get to come here very often. Maybe I should take another dip. Go for it. Bye. I'm so hungry now, though. Oof.
Can't beat this.
I've got to finish recording this part and the next, and then I'm happy with what I've recorded, so... like an hour and...
so relaxing.
20 minutes or so for me?
Back in business.
Roughly, that's the aim, you know. It depends what happens scene-wise, how long that takes. I do hope you enjoyed our Eastern Kiseki multi-course meal and Longlai style breakfast. I sure did, and thanks for taking me on the first-class booze cruise last night. I think I'll be staying another day for my second voyage, and be more of a nuisance to our remarkable patient proprietors than you already have. I think not. Still, you've got to admit, those hot springs are amazing. When things calm down, I'd definitely like to come back. Maybe next time with everyone from Thor's. That sounds like a great idea. I could invite my family too. When the time comes, I'll make sure to whip up a meal that will really make your taste buds sing. Oh, thank you, dude.
You like what you see?
Yes, I suppose. Blooming Braid? Blooming
Please
Braid.
come again.
We have one connection event, actually, as well.
We earned it.
That we did.
Planner launched.
We got 2 to use.
Oh, thanks.
We got a Longlai food tour. Or a short break. Not sure what I want to go with there for now. Even now, we have a strong relationship with the Phoenix Wings in Ymir. Old Werner and I like to compare notes on ingredients and discuss different types of Eastern and Western cooking techniques. We still have much to learn from one another. It's been good having him as a friend, and I have Baron Schwarzer to thank for bringing us together. Delightful. Thought there was a blue event up there, but it's like, no. Let's check upstairs then, because it's clearly upstairs. We got blue. It seems like we could connect to the orbital net in incognito mode to handle 4 SPGs. But the CID would be able to pinpoint our movements in no time if they wanted to. Maybe they don't have the manpower to do that, or maybe they underestimate us enough to think they don't need to. Both, I betcha. Which means we better take advantage of that opening. Yeah, we have some time before this afternoon's launch, so let's get a feel for things here as we go. And as for the Grim Garden, it's something on your mind, Altina. You were like this yesterday, too. We saw how she was on the start screen. No. You do seem to be in a daze every now and then. So much going on, maybe she's just a bit tired? No, I got plenty of sleep last night. I'm perfectly well rested. Come on, Altina. Remember how that Terminal Hollow compiled data on Crow's instructions the night before last? Found some curious information within.
Eos, good stuff with those answers earlier. Just need you to follow up with one more favor. Gather any and all info related to that third possibility.
Yes.
And once the data is compiled, please transfer it to the terminal you're currently wired to.
All that. Said all that data would take time to analyze. So what's the curious information? Well, it's about the Empire's Black Workshop. To be more specific, the data concerns the Sword of the End and the homunculi. Alright, here we go. Really? Are you kidding? Professor Hamilton was the one who was managing that terminal. Does that mean she was investigating something behind the scenes? Even during the incident in the Empire? Well, no. According to the data log, it seems to have been from a long time before that. Also, I've yet to confirm whether or not Professor Hamilton was the one who acquired the data. I see. Why would something like that be on the terminal? Yes. What if it has anything to do with what's up there? Could just be one part of a huge encyclopedia. It's related to what we saw through the telescope. We'd better at least keep it in mind. Yes. Yeah, today may give us a better idea of that too. Again, we got some idea what's up there at this point. It's like, come on. The Black Workshop is in the past now, Altina. It's not a burden you have to carry alone. So don't hesitate to share with us, or with Milliam, Una, and the others. Right, of course. Yeah, that's the bit that was like, come on, Altina, it's like, it's us! It's us! At this point, you know, we'd be free to share, be there to support. A bit like Van's group. They're all very supportive of each other. I really like that about them. Well, isn't this a surprise? I wasn't expecting to see you here, Mr. Schwarzer. I know this is a busy time of year for the inn, so I'm sorry if we're imposing on you all. But not in the least. It's always a pleasure having you as our guest. I hope your parents and Miss Elise are doing well. I gather that you have a lot going on, but I hope you'll be able to carve out some time to relax. Not to worry. I'm certain we will find room in our schedule to do just that. I'm certain we will. Longlai is bustling with activity at the moment. So I hope you'll make time to enjoy yourselves. By the way, did you know most of Longlai's local culture has its roots in the Far East and the inland part of the East? It was brought here by land. Cultures that sprang forth from sea roots, as was the case with Longport, are often quite glamorous, but ours has a more subdued feel to it. So I think first-time visitors recognize and appreciate our village's innate beauty. Put simply, they embrace wabi-sabi, if you've heard the term. I haven't, actually. What's that? Wabi-sabi? The inn really is something else. They're incredibly thoughtful with their service and accommodating for every little need a guest might have. This must be the Far East spirit of hospitality I've heard about in action. The hotel in Tharbat was amazing too, but this place is focused more on being considerate to the guests, rather than dazzling them with extravagance. This is all great food for thought. Definitely something to chew over for when I'm ready to open a place of my own. Steamed chicken is incredible. Like their hospitality services, it's remarkably delicate. I don't know what it is. I feel like their defining principles have their roots in the culture itself. That's my two-minute takeaway anyway. God, I'm hungry.
Is this what they call wabi-sabi?
Wabi-sabi.
It's so relaxing.
Oh. I can see it down there.
All right.
Fishing.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You got it.
Have I?
Of course.
Go around a while, Tina. It's hard to believe it's been nearly a year and a half since our last meeting, Rean. You've grown much since then. I'm aware you aren't here for leisure, but at the same time, it's a pleasure to see you again. Likewise, I always appreciate your hospitality. Of course, providing our good friends from Ymir the finest service is the least we could do. I assume your arrival pertains to the reason behind your previous sojourn in Longlai. Should there be anything I can do to help you and your friends during your stay, please do not hesitate to let me know. Oh, so the reason you came here before was... Yeah, in addition to the family trip, I wanted to see if the news of his sighting was true or not. Seems we'll be getting an encore of that day, hurdles included. At least they did the hard part of prepping the stage. And you've already put in the work of reforging yourself. All you gotta do now is get out there and give them a show to remember. If there's anything I can do to be of assistance, please let me know. I know you have a difficult path ahead, and that it's precisely why I will do whatever I can to aid you along it. Like part of me was like, looking at this door handle here, you can see like the screw hole at the top, but there's not one at the bottom. There's a keyhole at the bottom, but how do you secure it at the bottom? Maybe you do it from the other side? I don't know. Just wondering how to secure it. Maybe we should see. Where's another door with that kind of... Can we go in there? No. I'm just wondering. How do you secure the bottom of that handle and key mechanism? At the bottom, surely it'd come loose. Unless that hole in the top isn't for like a screw. Maybe it's something else. Maybe. What am I about? Longlai happens to be right dab in the middle of its second tea harvest season. Oh! And boy, let me tell you, it's been an annoying one. Oh, like I swear to Adios, if I have one more conversation with Taurus about the darn rocket, I'm gonna lose it. Oh, well, I guess the past two rocket launches have left a pretty big impact. Maybe I should think of this less as a nuisance and more of an opportunity. This is a great chance for us to teach outsiders about Longlai's tea, for one. I'd be here for the tea. I'd be like, oh, it's a rocket launch. Yeah, I'll come see that. But what, tea? I've never seen so many tourists in one place before. Honestly, it's been a pain getting anything done. But I need to look at the bright side. This is a good chance for outsiders to learn about Longlai's tea leaves. Either way, things will start calming down after today.
Any day now.
Any day now. Okay, so we've already done that blue one over there. Let's slowly work our way through these places.
I knew this place was gonna be busy for the launch, but it's straight up packed.
That'll just help us to blend in. We should be able to get some of those Longlai sweets, too. Right?
Yeah, we'll have to check them out.
Well, I suppose we should take a break while we have a chance.
Okay, listen up, people. We still have over an hour before the launch. Be a waste passing up this chance to do some sightseeing in one of the most beautiful places in all of Zumeria. Plus, I know of this super awesome spot which will give you a great view of the launch. Perfect for taking photos. But it'll cost a little extra. So how about it? Yeah, alright, fine. You've sold me. That's quite the sales pitch. Let's see what the news says.
I can't take the suspense.
Well, say it again. Dude. Mate. Oh, the second I start speaking to someone.
Weather in East Calvert is clear with favorable conditions. As such, the rocket launch is expected to proceed as scheduled.
Okay, is that it?
We have live feed of the launch from on site. It will take place at 1 p.m. today, and final preparations are underway as we speak.
What happened to Jed?
Join us for our live coverage and witness whether or not the first manned spaceflight in history will prove successful.
Where'd he go? Does he not want to be around us?
Joining us, Project Startaker, led by the President of the Republic,
Hope he didn't get lost.
entering its final phase.
Where did Jed run off to now? He's got Tony all worried about him too. We're supposed to be sticking together. Why does he have to be so difficult? Actually, now that I think about it, he's been weirdly quiet since this morning. I wonder if something's on his mind.
General Haring, the head of the project, reported during a press conference this morning.
Wind chime crafting and rockets may not exactly go hand in hand, theming-wise. But even so, we've had tons of people stopping by. It really puts a smile on my face seeing people engage with and learn about Eastern culture. On a separate note, I did try making a rocket glass craft, but it was too heavy and fragile. Quickly abandoned the idea of selling it as a product. Could be a one-off though. I can make a glass with a rocket design in it though. So if you like that, just let me know. Oh, that sounds good actually.
What can I get for you?
Rosewood paintbrush, alright. And we'll get a pearl necklace.
Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Oh, indeed. Should see about sorting quartz and stuff. For this group as well, get those shard skills that we got on Van's route. You know, I never imagined us doing something like this before, Mation. Going traveling together, I mean. We see each other all the time in Longport, so I guess the idea of just never really crossed my mind. Yes, I know what you mean. Feels a little strange in a way, but I'm having a lot of fun. Me too. I've really enjoyed our time together on this trip. Doing this with you has been very nice. Triple dot. Triple dot. This place sure is pretty, huh? It certainly is. Oh my. It's so strange. All I'm doing is traveling with Yong Fu. Boy I see all the time back at home. And yet this feels so nice. So glad I got to go on this trip in Mission. Never thought getting to experience so many things together with her would feel so fresh and new. That's how I feel. It's like I was reminded now of I was talking to Sarah and Fringe streamer. Just like a couple of weeks ago, like probably a few months ago actually now. We were just talking about like traveling around the UK and stuff like that. Loads of places to see. Like there's places honestly like this in the UK that it's just like, yeah, especially in the Peak District. Oh, it's just lovely place, lovely place. Got to go there with Sarah. And I was saying to Sarah, it's like, oh, there's so many places I want to see in the UK and travel around and see that I've not seen before. And she was just pointing out, like, you've got loads of public transport in the UK. Why have you not traveled there? Why have you not gone there anyway? Like, you have the opportunity, go there now. And I was just pointing out, she was like, yeah, but I want to go there with you. That caught her off guard. And just have Fringe there being, oh, because it's true. That aspect of it's nicer with someone else who you care about. I don't want to. I mean, I do want to go visit these lovely places in the UK. Again, Peak District, Lake District, these kinds of places. I like Snowdon. I want to go look at these places. Absolutely fantastic from what I've seen in pictures. I'd love to definitely go there, but I want to do it with Sarah. I want to do it with Sarah. Be nice. Be nice. Ah, youth. This brings me back to when I was but a wee lad. Now seize the moment, Yongfu. You can't let this golden opportunity pass you by. Wang, shush, don't you dare spoil the moment or I'll kick you. Let them go at their own pace, darn it. I am glad they're getting closer. Yes, the mood seems to be good. They've always been close, so it's all gonna come down to how they feel for each other. But if they don't take that step, then I'm gonna be with them all the way. Your little sister's rooting for your mission. Yongfu and Meishin have been joined at the hip for years now. As someone who's watched over them for 80 knows how long, I'll probably be moved to the point of tears if they end up getting together. Aw, mate. I'm glad he's happy for them as well. It's nice. It's nice. Where are we looking here? You.
Hey, stop on by!
I am. Want some delicious green tea ice cream? It's made from green tea leaves harvested right here in Longlai. Is there any black tea ice cream? I've never tried any if there is. I imagine it'd be more difficult to do. When there's so many potential customers around, I feel extra motivated to give it my all. Wait, everyone's going home today, right? Shoot, I better up my advertising game so I can clear out my stock.
What can I get for you?
Matcha! Ice pop! Clover fastener. Okay. And some beads.
Thanks a bunch.
Indubitably. What else we got here?
Oh, you too. Look at our wares, sold with pride.
These just so good. There's something about them that's just... It soothes the mind, you know? What a curious observation. And I must agree, the quality is quite fine. You can't get this kind of flavor in Eurasian. Pretty darn novel. It is odd that we've not been to Eurasian. Not to change the subject, but I purchased the accessory while we were in Tharbad. I was wondering if you might like to have it. I think it would look nice on you, Nelly. Oh my gosh, that pendant is adorable. So sweet of you, Amelie. I've never gotten something like this from a friend before. I better return the favor. So cute if we matched. One sec, I'm gonna go find an Eastern accessory with a similar design. Hold on a moment, Nelly, that's hardly necessary. That won't be necessary. Sure, but I'm not getting you a gift because it's necessary. I'm doing it because I want to. There's this hairpin I saw earlier that I know would look great on you. How about that? Very well, if you insist. I will accept your gift with gratitude. I noticed Kramer ran into one of her co-workers. She seemed to be doing a bit better now. I'm guessing whatever was weighing on her mind had something to do with her police work. Well, either way, as a fellow racing gal... Alright, mate. I'm glad she's doing better.
How about a souvenir to remember the launch by?
Yeah. That Nelly is fully truly unbelievable. Still, I'm really happy. But don't get the wrong idea. She remains my rival in the world of music, and that will never change. Friendly rival, though. We're not matching completely, but that's okay. I'm just happy I got to do a gift exchange with Amelie. I've always wanted to do something like this with a friend. Aww. Welcome. Can I interest you in a manto bun? There's no greater on the go snack, if you ask me. They're the perfect thing to munch on while waiting for the launch. It'll wipe out any hunger pangs, lickety-split. Can't say you've experienced all Longlai has to offer without trying a manto. So come grab some.
What'll it be?
And hot spring egg.
Thank you.
Indeed. Wow, the launch really brought out the crowds, huh? Normally, on an occasion like this, would call for screaming and shouting for joy, but honestly, it makes me a little worried for my wife. She's running a store with our daughter, Ino. I hope they're not too worn out. Busy, busy, busy. We've got you over there. Space goods! Get your space goods here! I was able to get my own stall thanks to an introduction from Father Murase, but didn't think I'd be raking in the dough this fast. I'll actually be able to send money back to my folks at home in the East. Oh, times have been hard up until now, but I guess the Heavenly Mother hasn't abandoned me. I have to work hard, save up Mira, and pay back all the people from the Tourism Bureau who've helped me get to this point.
Okay.
Okay. Didn't need to say that, Van. A great many visitors have paid me a visit, wanting me to divine whether the launch will be a success or not. Likewise, many of them wish to have their own fates unraveled. I'll be of aid to them, naturally. However, fate is something one must make for themselves. What's this sensation? A tremendous omen of something to come? That I cannot grasp what entails. That I cannot grasp what it entails speaks to its enormity. Turning point may well be upon us. Nevertheless, take this as nothing more than the musings of a mere palm reader. As I said, fate is something one must make for themselves. I never thought I'd run into you in Longlai, Katerina. Yeah, well, I got the order to come here, so here I am. Seems most of the department's in a similar boat, with people being dispatched to and fro. So how are things on your end? Glad you took a trip like I suggested. Has it helped clear your head? It has. At the start, I had a real hard time switching to vacation mode, given the funk I was in. But after talking with some folks and, actually doing things, I feel like I'm in a much better headspace. And I owe it all to you, Katerina. Thanks again for looking out for me. Of course. What are friends for? And to be honest, after seeing how much work the whole police force, and you in particular, put in, I think it finally clicked just how important my job is. If Ewan was here, I'm sure he'd say, get back on your feet and keep at it. You've come a long way, Kramer. No, don't push yourself too hard, okay? You go get that much deserved R&R, and we'll hold the fort down in the meantime. Make sure it doesn't fly away. Got it. Thanks, Katerina. I'm still not completely over what happened. But I know Ewan would have wanted me to keep helping others as a police officer. I want to make him proud up there. So yeah, I think it's time I reorientated myself and got back to what I do best. Kramer's been out of sorts ever since her boyfriend was taken from us. But it looks like she's finally ready to move forward. Maybe one day she'll be able to go back to her old chatty self again. Maybe.
We've already set up a checkpoint to keep tourists out. We might be able to sneak by.
Yeah. The real obstacle is going to be the Ikaruga stationed on the mountain road.
I'm worried about what the CID is up to as well. But right now, we should focus on our own mission.
When I heard I was getting sent to Longlai, I was as all giddy as all could be. Let me tell you. But it's just been work since I got here. I'm starting to think I won't get to see the launch. Not just my luck. Maybe I could take my mind off things or a few games of Mahjong. And no one would notice if I snuck off for a little bit. Looks like some of Calvert's finest aren't exactly brimming with motivation here. You're not wrong. I get the feeling this isn't a unique thing for this officer. No. First thought about now, Longlai. Ugh. So much for getting a good view of the launch. God damn it, if they don't at least let me take a 10, I swear I'm gonna hit something.
Any day now.
Sorry, but this idea is off limits. Well, it's quite a ways away. Zeku Space Base is farther down the road. Unless you have the proper clearance, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Alright. I can only let those with the proper clearance through. For some reason, one person who had authorization to pass was a woman in a kimono. She clearly wasn't with the military. I wonder who she was. Kimono. Looks like you were right on the mirror. Seems so. She and the others are just beyond this point. Need to get through here no matter what. Indeed. Right, let's use this as a place for us to end this part then, because then we've done this side of the little brook that goes through the little area. And in the next part, we'll start over at the Fort SPG, even though it's probably something to do with fishing. Anyway, we'll see you. Camera, Altina, camera. We'll see. Hello, what do you want? Hey, what do you want? We'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.